farm. They'll be seeing him later on today. Another helper that we had for a friend a number of years is Sarah Fendry, and she raises a lot of different products, which she'll talk about when they're there. And she come to help us during that hard time, and we try to help her whenever we can too. So it goes back and forth.
Mm-hmm. You raise your own feed.
Right, we raise our own feed. We roast our soybeans. We have a man come and roast our soybeans, and we use our own soybeans for the protein source for the animals. We grind our own feed. Everything's here on the farm. So, yeah.
Unless the grinder's broken.
Shh.
Or you're sick.
We don't talk about that.
Farms never break down.
No, man, I got a lot of stuff like that. But yeah.
Where are your family?
We have a son and daughter that are grown, and there's 3 grandkids each, and they're in the local area. They both have their own careers, and actually have 3 of the grandkids are in college right now. 1 out, and just 2 in high school.
2 in Wisconsin school. Yeah.
What's your ideas and thoughts on sustainability?
Well, I think that's what it means to me is when I talk about we want to keep the rural communities going. So people that are farming on a more of a family farm scale are not buying their inputs from outside the area usually. So you're keeping other businesses going, the schools going, the stores going. You have your volunteers here because you have population on the farms for the fire department, for the emergency medical. It just goes all the way around. And that to me is a sustainable way of doing things. And then on your farming, sustainable way of farming, I guess specifically would be not depleting the natural resources of the land and what you're using to farm. And good land stewardship by being careful how you farm the land.
That's all we're going to do here?
Okay, then
Okay.
we'll go on a tour.
I'd have to quit farming if I don't have this thing along. It's 4 years old and we got 15,000 miles on it, so it kind of
Gives you an idea of how much you use it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, these are some cattle that we purchased during the winter, last winter or last fall, and they're out here rotational grazing on the grass. They're doing pretty good. What else would you like to know? See, the way we do this is just move this fence down.
Just move it out piece by piece, right?
Yeah, we just move this down tomorrow, the next day, and then we go to. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paddocks, and then this, and it works out real well. This is corn ground that we took down and put into rotational pasture. It's been seeded down now for 9, 10 years, something like that. We have some that's been down for 17 years. It was corn and bean ground to start with when we've taken it out. But there's 360 here on this farm here. We only have about 80 acres of corn here, and the rest is in the grass, either hay or pasture or rotational pasture or sets. We have some set stock too on another farm. So.
in those pens and chutes, and then we weigh them individually in that scale. And to know which are the biggest ones each week. So a dozen of these again next week. Usually when they're full fleece, they don't care to be in too much, even in the winter. So they just kind of eat in and out. Nice.
We challenge you to eat local.
Better food and better all the way around.
And you know where it came from.
Hi, my name's Travis Peters, and this is my wife Jen, and my daughter Asley, and my son Jace. We started farming 2 years ago, and we raise meat goats. We raise meat goats. They're smaller animals. They work very good for the land that we have on our 40-acre farm, and it's something that the kids are able to help with a little bit more. I don't have to worry so much about the safety issue, such as with large cattle. So it really is just a good fit for our farm and for us. We try to raise them as natural as we can, just because I think it's better for the goat. It's better for us, and we just try to do it as humanely as we can. Everyone should eat local if they can. It helps out your local economy, it helps out your neighbor, and you know where your food's coming from. I used to work in the city, and we decided to move out. We wanted to have a farm. The main reason was to expose the kids to it. It was something I always wanted to do, and I wanted to make sure that my kids had that opportunity. And when they're older, if they want to continue farming, they have that opportunity. And if they want to go to the city, they can do that. If I do, they'll come out and they should all come running down, and they might come right in here. Come on, goats! Come on, goats! They might be way up behind, too. Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Hi. Hi. Come on, goats! Come on, goats! The whole farm is just 40 acres. We have about 15 acres in pasture. Well, our plan is if the demand stays up for the goats, we'd like to expand a little bit. Like I said, we started with 10 does. I can see probably the max about 25. That would just give us a good balance between the right number of animals on the land, so we have enough space on the land to give it a rest once in a while. And be able to provide all the hay we need right from our own farm and not have to buy from other places. So we think that's probably going to be a pretty good balance. I challenge you to eat local.
Can you wave goodbye?